Horns up and welcome to a brand new episode of Headbangers Kitchen Keto Essentials, the series where I show you how to make essential items on the ketogenic diet. Today we're going to be cooking up a keto ketchup. Yep, you heard that right. Most of you are missing your tomato sauce because you like to dip everything in tomato sauce. So today we're going to be making a keto tomato ketchup. And I bet you didn't know ketchup was actually invented by the Chinese. Did you know that? Anyway, enough jibber jabber, let's go and make that keto tomato ketchup. So to make the tomato ketchup, I'm going to start by roughly chopping about 300 grams of fresh tomatoes and putting them in my food processor. Leave the seeds, the skin, everything on there. And I'm also going to add a couple of cloves of garlic. Then I'm going to blitz all of that together to make a nice tomato puree. Tomato and garlic puree actually. The next thing I'm going to do is sieve the mixture into a bowl, and the idea here is that I want a nice smooth tomato ketchup, so I want all the seeds and the little bits of skin that don't get processed to sort of not be there in the mixture. Or you can just skip this step for a more rustic tomato ketchup, much like the days of old. The next thing I'm going to do is get my pan on the stove and heat up some butter. Now ideally I would have done this in a heavy bottom saucepan, but since I didn't have one that was the right size, I decided to use the frying pan. Once the butter has fully melted, I'm going to add in the tomato puree that we made, and well, just give it all a good mix. Now you want to bring this mixture up to a gentle simmer, and once that happens you want to cover it and let it cook. Once the mixture has reduced slightly, I'm going to season it with a wee bit of salt, some cayenne pepper, some paprika, a nice big glug of white vinegar, and a teaspoon of soya sauce to give it that umami flavor. And then of course give it all a good mix and just let it keep cooking. Now the thing is, we want to cook the tomato ketchup low and slow over a long period of time. But you want to make sure nothing sticks, so constantly open that lid up, give everything a good mix, and then cover it and let it keep cooking. You want to cook out the tartness of the tomatoes, but you also want to make sure that nothing sticks to the bottom of the pan. Of course, it helps that I'm using a non-stick pan, but you know what I'm saying. Now I realized I forgot an important element, the sweet part of it. So I added 2 drops of liquid stevia. You can use any sweetener that you like. And now you just got to keep cooking this ketchup till it's a nice thick ketchup-like consistency. And once you have achieved that ketchup consistency, you are done. Just transfer it into a bowl and let it cool down. And there you have it, my friends. Our keto tomato ketchup is ready. And it looks delicious. And I didn't even have to add any food color to make it redder. Woohoo! Anyway, enough jibber jabber, time to taste. Alright folks, so here is that beautiful tomato ketchup. It looks and smells delicious. And I really wish I had some keto chicken nuggets to dip into this right now. But since I don't, I'm gonna just dip a quail egg in. These are cute little baby eggs that are perfect to snack on. So this is just a hard boiled quail egg, and I'm just gonna dip it into the ketchup. Okay, dip it into the ketchup. You know what? I want to taste the ketchup on its own. Oh man, it's got that lovely hit of the vinegar, the sweetness from the stevia, and it's beautiful, guys. Now normally ketchup, there's onion powder in as well, but I left out the onions because I didn't want to add more carbs to this. The macros will be on www.headbangerskitchen.com. Link to the exact recipe will be in the video description box, so you can have a look and see what the carb count is. Depending on how liberal you are, you can add onion powder to this as well. You can also add any other kind of spices that you like, and basically just play around with this ketchup and do whatever you like. Anyway, enough jibber jabber from me. I guess I will see you on the next episode of Headbangers Kitchen. Cheers and keep cooking. Horns up and aeroplane. horns up an aeroplane. Whee! 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 Whee!